What if I told you there's an island that isn't on any map, yet countless cartographers unwittingly visit its shores every day? Today, we're going to journey into the realm of Null Island, where data anomalies converge at a non-existent island. Okay, so first I just want to show you where Null Island actually is. I have Google Maps open on my screen. If I type in 2 zeros and hit enter, it will take me to this location, which is what we call Null Island. As you can see in Google Maps, it's not an actual island. There's no landmass here. Instead, it's exactly on the equator, which is 0 degrees latitude. And it's also on the prime meridian, which is 0 degrees longitude. Let me just zoom out a bit. And as you can see, it's somewhere in the Atlantic Ocean off the coast of Africa. In other words, it's just in the middle of nowhere without any island whatsoever. Okay, so now that you know where Null Island is, what's its significance? And what's the big deal about it? Let me illustrate this with an example. Now I'll transfer my screen over to ArcGIS Pro. Before I begin here, I just want to stress that we end up at Null Island in error. And to be very specific, it's our data that ends up in error at Null Island. 99.9% of the time, we don't want to be here. Let me show you this with an example. Alright, let's say I have the following table with these latitude and longitude values. I can tell you that these coordinates are in the city of Calgary, Canada. But what's important to know is that these coordinates are in the WGS84 coordinate system. First, I am going to add these locations to a map doing it the correct way. So if I want to convert this table into points on a map, first I'll right-click this table. Next, I'll click on Display XY Data. From here, I'll leave my input and output table the same. Let's make sure that longitude is the X field, and that latitude is the Y field. Okay, that looks good. And last but not least, let me go ahead and pick the WGS84 coordinate system. This is the key to making sure my data lands where it should be. I'll just hit OK. As expected, the point locations are created where they belong in Calgary, Canada. But what if I didn't pick the WGS84 coordinate system? What if I picked an incorrect coordinate system? Let's try it out and see what happens. Okay, so I'll right-click my layer. Next, I'll select Display XY Data. Again, I'll leave the input and output the exact same. I'm also going to make sure that the longitude is X and the latitude is Y. Now this time, I'm going to pick the wrong coordinate system on purpose. Instead of WGS84, I'm going to pick the Times World Projection. Now let's hit OK and see what happens. You can see that the point locations are not in Calgary, Canada. If I zoom out a bit, you can see that these point locations are lost in Null Island. It's because I chose the incorrect coordinate system. Because these coordinates are really small values using this projection system, it's very close to the origin of 0, 0 in the Times World Projection. So this would be one of those times when we'd say these points are in Null Island, and it's a bit of an ongoing joke in the GIS community. Alright, I hope you enjoyed the video today, and hope you learned about the cartographic conundrum of Null Island. Do you have any questions or suggestions for videos? We'd love to hear from you in the comment section below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more great GIS tutorials and content.